bud. Hey bros! Today we got to continue working on the 5th generation 4Runner straight axle project, and we got to make shock mounts. Stay tuned. Yesterday we left off on making our bridges, and we got them designed. We got a rear one designed, and we actually got our front one cut out, but only the first dimension. We have to make the other 3 pieces to it to make it 3D, and then we'll move on to cutting out our rear one and make it 3D, and then we'll move on to figuring out how we're going to be designing our shock mounts. As well, we're waiting for our bags to show up from Switch Suspension. We're using Airlift Dominator 2600s, and so those will be here this afternoon too, so we're pretty excited to box open those. But let's get started, guys. We got to get these bridges 3D'd and put on the truck so we can move on to designing our shock mounts. Cue the music. Cut her open.
Ah. It actually worked this time. Bloody things. I hate those things. They work well, but they're terrible.
Use that in perfect context. A lot of big people don't use bloody in the right context.
I think I've watched Top Gear. No.
Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to whip it with that.
Ooh, I like that sticker. Ooh, it's open. It's so slippery. Oh yeah. Look at that baby.
now that Brandon's got our badass bridge made with our integrated bag mounts, well, the rear one, we're going to go ahead and get it taped on here to see what it looks like. Whew.
Good. I need to go back a little bit, but that's close. Some of them are just shaped really well. Back when they used to do good metal work. Do, do, do. Going in. Need more traction. Right about there-ish.
Oh, it hangs low when you look up front. No, it's the same.
I know, it looks weird by itself. Then you compare it to the front, it looks fine.
That's what people do at shows. Oh.
Yeah.
We can't bitch about anything. This thing is dope. Alright, now that me and Brandon got that cross member bridge down there that's integrated bag mounts, it looks awesome. I mean, would you just look at it? Would you just look at it? Anyways, so now that we're done with that, we're going to move on to shock mounts and designing them up. But check out our airbags. They're awesome, guys. These Airlift Dominator 2600s. I mean, they take 600 PSI as their maximum rating. That's like the new thing. Everybody's standard's 400 PSI, so that's pretty awesome. And they're quite a bit tougher than the ones that we put on the dually. We're changing them to Airlift Dominators on this truck as well, for sure. So now we're just gonna move on to designing up our shock mounts, and then it's moving on to steering box and frame plating after that. So let's continue on. that wraps up designing up the Cougar House Garage 5th generation 4Runner 4-link kit, guys. Well, Cougar House Fab kit. That finishes it up. We got the shock mounts done, you know, besides sway bars, but those come later. And then we need to get a Land Cruiser 80 series power steering box here, a forward swing one. We have to get one of those. So that's what we'll do next. But as far as designing the kit, we got everything designed up. I mean, the bridges with their integrated bag mounts, the trusses with their integrated bag mounts, the radius arms, the cradle, the connector that connects the cradle to make it one unit, shock mounts. I mean, I'm pretty happy about this, guys. We got it all designed up officially. The Cougar House Garage Fab 5th generation 4Runner solid axle 4-link kit using Ford Super Duty axles. Awesome. We feel pretty good about this. So we did this, guys, because we're waiting for our Bailey handheld piece to come for our plasma table, and then we're gonna probably start implementing all this on Monday. It's our Friday. We're gonna probably start taking all this and putting it into the computer, and then that way we can take that slip drive later and then take that up to another laser shop to have them cut it all out, since our table's only a 2x2 table. But we'll cut everything else out, like shock mounts and things like that, sway bar mounts, sway bar units and pieces, fabbed up parts. We'll do all that on our table because it's a 2x2 table. So, but we're done designing it, so we just got to move on to those steps next, guys. Pretty successful week. It took us 5 days to do this. Awesome. I'm feeling pretty good about it. 5 days for R&D. But, I mean, Brandon and I, man, we put a lot of work into this. It's been like 3 years of us figuring out how to make all this happen. Invest in getting the 4Runner, making the car payments on it while we're doing this to it. I mean, there's a lot invested here, guys. It's taken us a long time to get all this to come together. So we're pretty stoked about it to actually finally be here and be at this point, to finally be fabbing up our first Cougar House Garage Fab kit for 4Runner and the new Tacomas. So we're feeling pretty good about it. Well, guys, until next week, until we start implementing all this into the computer, we'll catch you guys later. Oh wait, we got the Airlift Dominator bags too. Those are awesome. High quality, killer. I suggest them to anybody bagging anything. Check out Airlift Performance. But anyways, that ends today, guys. That wraps it up for us. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for your constant support, as always. Thanks for liking and subscribing. Please leave a comment. Tell us what you think about this 4-link kit. And if you're interested to get one for your 4Runner or your brand new Tacoma, hit us up. We're going to be putting a list together of who wants the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th ones. So let us know, guys. Check us out at cougarhousegarage.com. Check us out at Facebook /CougarHouseGarage. And we are Cougar House Garage on Instagram. Follow along with the 5th generation 4Runner straight axle project there, guys. And we'll catch you guys in the next episode.